Hello, my name is Adam Powles. I'm the Vice President of Sales at Atlantic Packaging's Ontario Corrugated Division. My team is responsible for the wonderful customer experience that starts from opportunity to order. 78 years ago, our journey began when our owner, the Granovsky family, began making paper bags in their garage and eventually moving to their first location at 111 King Street East here in Toronto. Tired of buying boxes for those paper bags, they decided to make the boxes for those paper bags. And then eventually, tired of buying the board to make the boxes, they decided to build their own corrugator. Eventually, we started our first paper mill, which is still in existence today. Today, we remain that same Canadian-owned private company, 78 years in the making, that provides 100% recycled medium and liner. In fact, over 78 years, we've never cut down a tree, and that's something that is really important to everybody that works at Atlantic and to the companies that we deal with as well. As a vertically integrated Canadian privately owned company, Atlantic Packaging has always offered everything our customer needs, from plain boxes to simple post-print, even high quality post-print, all the way through to lithography and pre-print. What we did recognize is that there was a gap that our customers were seeing that we were not able to provide to them with our current offerings. And that led us to look to high-speed digital.
Atlantic Packaging has a really broad offering for our customers, and we can really onboard anybody depending on the life cycle that the customer and their brand and their product is at. We see digital as a great fit to complete this broad offering, as it really allows us to address a customer need for high graphic packaging that has lots of flexibility and can really cater for new product launches and small runs, but also work its way up into larger production runs as well.
I'm Anthony Memi, the Digital Print Manager here at Atlantic. The journey began when we first got our multi-pass machine. I think we were one of the first in the Canadian market. We saw the need to upgrade the technology, take a look at what's out there in the market, and started the journey of looking at a single pass digital printer to meet the market demands.
The typical Canadian selling channels really demand a high quality box. Whether you look at a Retail Ready, a Costco, that product needs to be durable, it needs to hold up and protect the product, but it also has to have an amazing high quality graphic that's going to pull the consumer to that product, so that that's what's purchased as opposed to a competitor's product.
We've finally decided on the Durst to bring in their technology. It is the best machine on the market to meet our customers' needs.
In the day, digital was really more for displays and samples. It was slow, it wasn't cost effective. It was a very strong odor that came from the inks that were used. How can we change that market? How can we provide our customers with a better option than what they have today? That's when we look to single pass digital, and we realize that the speeds that single pass digital can provide, along with the print quality, open up a whole new market to our customers that allows them to do things they've never been able to do before.
So Durst, with their partnership with Cunningham Bauer, have kind of were two companies that are very well known in the industry, very well specialized. Durst with their digital print technology, Cunningham Bauer with their mechanics and being able to move substrate through.
We're confident moving forward that consumers are going to demand even more in the high quality graphic arena that corrugated packaging provides. Knowing that there was a huge gap in that market, we turned to digital in order to find a better solution for our customers to ensure they can get their product as soon as possible, the quickest, most efficient way. In fact, with digital, if we have your file, we could be printing 5 minutes later. That technology has never existed before.
For our customers, time is money, and this investment allowed us to do things that they just couldn't do before.
The features and the key performance aspects of the press, number one is the speed. So the press for quality items will run at 90 meters a minute. The other features is that, again, was important to us is the quality, the resolution. So it's a 800 DPI. It's litho-like with the quality, and that was important for us. The versatility of the press as well. So being able to do changeovers fairly quickly, change of graphics. We're also able to do variable data, and the fact that there's no upfront tooling for the printed side of it. And then you get into the sustainability. It's probably the most efficient way of printing on corrugate.
Standing on the bridge of the Durst SB130, this is where the material comes into the machine. The first section of the press here is the feeds section, where the sheets are aligned. They're checked to see if there's any defects to the sheet. If the sheets are good, it'll continue on. The first printing section is the priming section where we can apply a primer, the digital primer through print heads.
Color is important, branding is important. With digital, because you have a fixed number of inks in the press, there's no customization of special colors anymore. For us, it was important to get a press that had the widest gamut that we can produce.
So behind me here is the print head section. Durst, one of the leading manufacturers of print heads and, applying ink on paper or ink on substrate. We got CMYK, orange and violet, so that way we've got a nice broad gamut for color. Because it's single pass, there's several hundred print heads in the section for each color, and it spans across the web width of the web of the paper, or the paper width.
With the digital technology and Durst and the primer that they've developed, it's now given us the ability to print an uncoated sheet that parallels the coated saturation and quality.
So Durst has done a really good job putting together a command center where the operators of the press have everything they need to monitor production on the press, quality of the printed sheet that's coming out, as well as being able to control and run the press from this station here. On the second monitor, typically they can put production reports, or you could also use it when doing quality control to see if they need to investigate the print quality or print registration, they can use a high-powered loop that will give them a close-up of the actual printed results of how the ink is printing and how the ink is laying down.
The substrates that we can actually print is coated board, uncoated, white, and craft.
The material comes out printed, gets again inspected. If there's any defects, it'll get ejected to the bottom of the press here. Once the sheet is good and it goes through, it goes onto the stacker. The stacker will build the stack. Once the stack is at the limit of the count, it'll automatically offload that stack down into the pit and over.
We're really fortunate to work with some really innovative companies. A great example comes to mind, Riverside Foods. They had a need to innovate, to get a brand new item into market very quickly. It was a one-off promotional item that needed to be the highest quality graphics, and we only had a few weeks to complete the project, and we were able to do that with them, with this technology.
Historically, the digital market has been best served for samples, small displays, one-off opportunities. That's changed. With the new Durst single-pass press, we're able to provide high-quality graphics with the quickest turnaround seen, allowing us to provide something that has never been seen in the Canadian packaging industry.
At Atlantic Packaging, innovation is one of our core pillars, and we really love helping innovative brands innovate even more.
We're able to provide any print option that our customers need, so we're not going to them with one solution. We're able to provide them with whatever solution fits their needs best.
So I truly believe this is an evolutionary step for the corrugated packaging industry, and I think Atlantic's taken that leap of faith into the technology and have invested heavily into it.
If you want to be fast and nimble and do exciting new things with your brand, Atlantic Packaging is the place for you.